thing. Maybe we'll end up watching porn.
Know who we need? We need Sandomania.
What? Hello, LS11 Universe. I'm Xander. He's Ray. Welcome to Cyber Friday.
Hi.
We're just contractually obligated to just live stream every other Friday.
Yeah. And Ray has kidney stones.
Yeah, apparently. News to me.
Anyway. Guys, honestly, I'm just gonna say this now. This sucks. Like, this really fucking sucks. Like, drink water. Don't drink as much soda as I did. Get on a low-carb diet. Because I looked good last year when I was on low-carb. Just do all that. Because this pain is holy fuck.
Well, the current situation is we don't know what to watch. Ray's idea at first was to rewatch or to let people suggest YouTube stuff to watch. That's not exactly resonating with me too well because it doesn't sound that fun to me.
I mean, like, I just want to see the sense of humor of our viewers. I was watching the highlights from the roast of Justin Bieber.
Yeah, like, because that's not that's nothing that is nothing I want to watch.
Honestly, dude, it's funny as fuck. One of them was at the end, Ron Burgundy came out and he was like, in 2013, Justin Bieber apparently beat up a 12-year-old girl at a laser tag arena. Kaboom! Justin, I not only suggest you continue with your reckless abandonment, I want you to turn up the heat.
Well, I was going to suggest that, given we're a couple minutes in now and no one's commented quite yet with any ideas, I was going to suggest I'll turn on screen share and we could watch one of our more recent wrestling shows.
Commentary, if you will. Well, not like a commentary. It's like a behind the scenes commentary.
Right. I think I've got a good idea for one we could do as well.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Let's talk about the men's Royal Rumble we did earlier this year.
Okay, yeah. Let me go ahead and get that pulled up on my.
I was just gonna pull it up and put it on screen share.
Okay.
All right, let me get pulled up. Theater mode.
So, how about them Bulldogs?
I think right now they're more like Blue Dogs.
Yeah. Well, guys, in case you didn't know, I'm wearing the colors of the Democrat Party today because Joe Biden's winning this thing.
Here we go.
We're getting this back to normal.
All right, so let's talk about the LS11 Universe Men's Royal Rumble from this year.
Taking place in Philadelphia, a city that's kind of important at the moment.
The Royal Rumble match itself was because we were recording the game. This had to be done in exhibition mode, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Xander.
Hi, Jobber.
Hi, Jobber. Sorry, kind of doing something simple this week. That way we don't spend too much time on stream. We have stuff to do, and I'm in a tremendous amount of pain from kidney stones.
So Daniel Bryan is number 1 in this Rumble. I handpicked all of the numbers in this Rumble. And I just ran them by Ray. So Daniel Bryan was number 1 because of the whole underdog situation and because of what would happen later in the Rumble.
Daniel Bryan, guy who earlier today on our channel got a win over Roderick Strong, setting himself in the feud in the Undisputed Era.
And I was quite honestly terrified that that people were going to be saying in the comments that I was burying the Undisputed Era with that loss.
Yeah. So we're gonna watch the Rumble, and it isn't that long. So
no, it's just under an hour.
Explain what is Cyber Friday. All right, so we're just gonna watch this. But like, if you have a video that you want us to watch, please let it be wrestling related. But it can be like like a wrestling comedy thing on YouTube, just anything like that you want us to watch. This is awkward. So just put comments below and we'll do the links. You can meet it preferably on YouTube, but you can do Daily Motion or Vimeo or one of those other services.
Tout.
I'm on tout.
Sitting with Daniel Bryan in the ring.
So obviously, I'm actually considered trying to start a tout account for the channel just for the fuck of it.
Yes, it does.
No, it does not. We are done with Scott Steiner.
Carnal is never done with Steiner. So obviously, Austin Theory was accused during Speaking Out, and that was this matchup was recorded about a week before Speaking Out came out. So it was a little bit awkward. And obviously, you had me and Ray picking our numbers here. This is the Royal Rumble match is the only time of year where the momentum bar is showing the whole match.
Yep.
And that's just because otherwise I'm not going to know if I'm going to be able to save myself in the Rumble.
Oh, dang it.
What?
I didn't. 1 second. I actually didn't know Tout was dissolved in 2019.
That of all things. Man, it is crazy to think that we had a lot of plans for Austin Theory before we found out he was a scumbag.
Austin Theory was going to be fighting Drew at the Chamber originally.
Yeah, he was. He was going to be fighting for the title in that match AJ was in. Then before we knew, we were actually going to put AJ in that title match and Theory in the Chamber. And then we just had to pull Theory from the universe altogether. And that led to, I believe that's actually what led to Kevin Owens being in the Chamber.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Kevin Owens was in there originally.
I don't think so either.
But
Jobber or Carol Wands or anyone who comes in. I just suggest anything.
Carol won't be coming in. She is working tonight. Let's see. Also, you can see here where I switched control to Austin Theory. You'll notice a lot that I mainly switch control when you see someone put someone up against the ropes and then back up, and then I'm suddenly playing as the person who just backed up.
Yeah.
You saw it right there. And the reason I do that is because in the 2K games, as of like 2K, I think 2K18 is when they redid how the Rumble worked. That sound right?
Yeah. They just kind of get struck over
matches when they redid how the Rumbles work.
Well, it's kind of makes you get struck over.
Yeah, and so for some reason, the one thing the computers always like to do is put you up against the ropes and try and do a running clothesline where one of you is getting eliminated no matter what. And I think at this point, I have restarted the Rumble at least 4 times by the time the first 3 guys are in.
If that screen share is slow on you guys at some point, this has happened before where we've had to commentate with it being this slow and choppy, and it's a real pain in the ass.
Yeah, I mean, it looks fine on my end, but obviously, I don't know. It's easier. I mean, I mean, obviously, we want people to be able to see it, so we're not just sitting here talking about stuff. We have the rights to this footage, so and my damn dogs are barking. It looks fine on my phone. Like, there's occasional little chops, but it's not as bad. It's not like Valter levels of chops. We'll be seeing Valter later in this matchup.
Yep.
My Ringside Collectibles exclusive Valter figure came in the mail this week.
Yay for Valter. Joe. Yes, Samoa Joe.
And if you like Samoa Joe, I advise you tune into Universe in about 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
I won't give any spoilers, but we'll just say we hope you like Samoa Joe. And man, what a lineup we had as just the first 4 guys. If we're ignoring
Have you watched the match between Valter and Dragunov? I actually have not seen that match if we want to turn to that.
I haven't watched it either.
Maybe we should watch Valter versus Dragunov. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that after this. I would personally like to talk about this Rumble because I think this Rumble's got a lot of interesting stuff in it.
So,
you are completely out of frame, by the way.
I know I am, Xander, because I have a very complicated live stream setup. Anyway,
we know.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Times are hard when you work a job and you pay a lot of bills. So Xander doesn't know this. It's stiff as a horse.
That sounds like a great kind of match.
You nasty jobber. You're just gross. All right, Xander does not know this. I have been working on a mock-up of the Takeover poster. I'm nowhere near done with it. I'm just going to show it to Xander so you guys get his raw reaction to it, and we don't spoil anything.
All right, phone says downloading. Okay, interesting. Man, Drew getting eliminated there pissed me off because the plan was I had Lesnar as number 8 because the idea was that it was going to be a ring full of 7 guys and Brock was going to throw all 7 of them out. Which is why I had Nakamura in the first 7. That way we could get a little Lesnar-Nakamura moment. Because everyone likes to make fun of the fact that I don't watch much indie wrestling. I don't watch much New Japan. I have watched Lesnar-Nakamura from, 2006, was it?
Yeah, I think they want that match primarily because Nakamura has changed so much since then.
Yeah,
Nakamura really became his character that he's now in, I would say 2011, 2012.
Yeah.
The weird thing, which I really wish he'd go back to.
Yeah, but it's a matter of Blampier puts it best. Since he's been on the main roster, you can count the number of matches that felt like Nakamura matches on one hand.
Was it in TNA? No. It was actually in New Japan.
Yep, they did Lesnar Nakamura in New Japan in 2006.
A lot of people view it as Lesnar left WWE, went immediately to UFC and started kicking ass. Was not like that. Lesnar tried to get into the Vikings, the football team.
Neck.
No. They offered him a shot at NFL Canada or NFL UK, and he didn't take it. He wrestled in Japan. He did the Japan thing. Oh, nice.
Thank you, Jackson.
So when he did the Japan thing, he was wrestling in Japan at the time, a big organization over there was called Pride FC. Now they are a MMA. They were an MMA promotion. They're now long since dissolved. But now and here's the thing: when Japanese MMA and Japanese pro wrestling are really big deals, they had a lot of crossover. They had a lot of crossover promotion. So they offer Brock an MMA fight in Las Vegas, and he takes it. He wins. Dana White offers him a UFC contract, and that's where he went to the UFC.
So Samoa Joe just got eliminated a second ago. As I've mentioned several times, anytime there were eliminations within the first 7 before Brock came out, I was pissed because the goal was for Lesnar to come out and clear the ring. But, I wasn't going to restart the match just for that one specific spot.
Yeah. Also, guys, in case you didn't know this, Brock was not that good.
And see, here's the third elimination in a row that I tried to stop but couldn't. All 3 of them, funny enough, took place because of finishers that I couldn't stop. And then, of course, we have Brock getting an actual entrance. Pretty much, if it was a surprise entrant or like a big moment, we gave them actual entrance.
Yeah.
And of course, people that don't know, I made the Baron Corbin may as well see himself over the top joke. Because for people that didn't watch our older episodes of Universe, at Survivor Series, Brock Lesnar returned and murdered Baron Corbin in about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we had this nice face-off between Bryan and Lesnar. Of course, Bryan Lesnar was one of our big early stories in Universe with Lesnar being WWE champion.
I feel like Lesnar being champion is like a big cop-out for WWE now. What do we do? Put the belt on Lesnar again? Yes.
And see, I broke this up because I wanted to eliminate Corbin as Lesnar. And you see, I was going for it here, and then he countered. And you'll see at the moment, because I thought it would be really funny to have Lesnar eliminate Corbin. Corbin pulled the fucking brass knucks out of nowhere. Corbin is Drew Carey. Yeah, well said, Jobber JJ. But like, why Corbin pulled out brass knucks, I have no idea. And I was like, all right, I'm going to eliminate him. And then Kofi fucking eliminated him instead. And so what you're about to see here is me just being furious at Kofi Kingston. And here we have what I call Ghosts of Christmas Brock.
So, have you been watching the election coverage, Xander?
Some of it.
Have you seen this American hero, Steve Kornacki? Yeah, Steve Kornacki.
Well, let me stop you real quick. So, in one of my earlier takes, I want to mention this because I think people find it funny. In one of my earlier takes, Gable, that moment where Gable ran in straight to an F5 happened exactly like that, except I picked him up as Brock, and he immediately had the elimination where they don't even get a chance to reverse, and he just fell over the top. And I wish that had been what happened. Hey, Ben, welcome to the stream.
Hey, Ben.
Anyway, continue.
Steve Kornacki, after the better part of 72 hours, was forced to go home and sleep because he made a promise that he would not leave the screen that was following the electoral map until the president was decided.
Jeez.
And it was literally like, I typically watch some like CNN or NPR TV update on the election. I kept turning to MSNBC just to see if this dude was still there.
So Ali is in next. Ali, I've mentioned it before, and we kind of always tease it when we talk about Ali and Lesnar. They are part of the most disliked pay-per-view main event we've ever had. We're pretty good. How about you, Ben? But the most disliked pay-per-view main event we've ever had. Our second pay-per-view in Universe was Super Showdown, but it was based in Australia because the Australia Super Showdown arena was in 2K20. And so we did Ali and Lesnar as the main event there. And I think we always say we think everyone thought just because of the Super Showdown name that it was a Saudi Arabia show, even though it wasn't. Even though the first words that pop up on the screen are live from Melbourne, Australia.
Yeah, it was just like a big Melbourne show. That was the intent of the card.
And like we had Murphy in a U.S. title match on the show, but like, and you see, we had it literally have where Lesnar eliminated Bryan, then Gable, then Ali. We did that because we thought it'd be cool for Lesnar to have to fight once again against the three guys that had taken him to the limit in the past. And then right here was number 10, right? Oh no, this was number 11, and I handpicked this moment because I thought, well, Lesnar is clearly not going to be a big part of the universe in season 2. So let's get some of the matches people want to see out of the way in the Rumble.
Yes, there is Bobby Lashley, a star that we really have needed to book more, but now he's part of the Hurt Business. So,
hey, I like the Hurt Business.
I do too.
Hey, you'll see the Hurt Business in action in 2 weeks at Backlash against the New Day in 6-man tornado tag action.
Who do you guys have for the main event Backlash? Do you guys have Ciampa or Drew McIntyre?
Good question. Right here, I very easily could have had Lashley eliminate Lesnar, but it made more sense for what was going to happen in another like 45 seconds. I don't know why I got suddenly a lot louder there. Like I've had my commentary turned down, but my commentary like turned deafeningly loud for a moment. And I just kind of let Brock eliminate me at that point. I'd gotten my bits in there. And then the moment, I don't really think anyone can claim they saw this coming. I don't know. Someone might have seen it coming, but like, I don't know if anyone knew where this was where we were going when we had Keith come into the Rumble.
I don't think we all saw this coming. I think people, if I remember correctly, the live chat were saying Riddle.
I don't think they were saying anything in the live chat about who was coming next.
I know a few times they were. I know a big one was Riddle. I know another one was Angle. People thought Angle was going to show up.
I mean, I would have liked to use Angle at some point in the universe, but like at this point, I don't think we need him. Yeah, we saw this face off in the actual Rumble earlier this year, and look at what they're doing with Keith now. Not a damn thing. Yeah, we just had Keith kicking Brock's ass, and I thought it was great. Because I think a lot of people, when Keith came in, and Jobber, you were there live, so you can kind of tell us. I think a lot of people thought, oh, Keith's going to get a good show, and he'll get eliminated, and Brock will keep going. I don't know if anyone actually expected Keith to eliminate Brock, and then it lead into this WrestleMania program that we did with them.
So, I just want to talk about this because we aren't really talking. We are doing a play-by-play because we did a play-by-play in the original video. That's the point of the commentary. So if you guys want like a play-by-play of the Royal Rumble itself, I would say go watch the Rumble we already did.
Exactly.
And I'm just going to talk about the purposes that I think that Rumble serves and why it should serve these purposes. So I've always been one that says the Rumble should not just be to set the main event of WrestleMania. The Rumble should set up other matches that will happen at WrestleMania.
And we saw one right there.
Yeah. And I think because the Rumble, it's such a perfect place because it's all main event. Like it's like you see when we're small guys get like a main event thing. So it really does help to like build to WrestleMania, build to that moment, and I think it's very important that we use that as a great narrative tool.
Also, what's on my mind, Sami Zayn just came in at number 13, a spot that we originally had Chris Jericho booked to be in. You can learn more about why we had Jericho booked there on the LS11 podcast from last week, which we will be doing part 2 of that podcast next week.
Yeah. The Patreon exclusive podcast.
And in fact, now that I think about it, at one point in time, this position that Keith had where he eliminated Lesnar was going to be Sheamus. Because we were going to do Sheamus Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Yeah, and then I offered Keith Lee because I thought it'd work better.
Yep.
I offered to move Keith up from NXT.
Because I mean, you weren't really doing anything with him anyway.
Yeah. I had Pete Dunne penciled him to be champion for a while. And at this point, I think we agreed that Styles was coming.
I think at this point we'd agreed, yeah. By the Rumble for sure.
By the Rumble, we agreed Styles was on the way to Mania. Thank you, Jobber. So essentially, I didn't want to keep Keith Lee around unless he was going into a title match right after that takeover. So at that point, Styles was going to be showing up, and we have a lot of great guys showing up in NXT. Like, I know a lot of people were like, NXT's a little bit weird right now. I don't know why. You a little bit of a. There you go. NXT's a little bit weird right now. I'm not sure. We got plans. We have guys coming in. We have stars. Karrion Kross just showed up. I'm really excited. About that. Styles is there. Dolph is there. And I like how Jobber just knows that I'm getting ready to totally revamp a guy.
Yeah, Jobber, when you put in the chat during the NXT premiere a few weeks ago during the draft, when Dolph showed up, you just commented a new Ray project begins. I texted Ray and said, Jobber just called Dolph your next project. It's like he knows.
Yeah.
Of course, Balor was always the planned winner of this Rumble, right?
Yes.
Because I thought Demon versus Fiend was always the main event.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was always the WWE title match. You tried to talk me into making certain other matches the main event.
Yeah. I'll be open about that. I still, to an extent, I'm glad we did Balor versus Fiend, but I could have honestly seen us putting Seth and Taker on last.
Yeah, but I think if we were gonna have Seth and Taker go on last, Seth would have needed to win, and Seth winning that match, like we get comments from one person in particular saying that the only bad part of WrestleMania was Seth Rollins losing.
Yeah.
Lots of people in our comments like Seth Rollins, which is fine. I love Seth Rollins. It might be a common misconception that I don't, but I actually really like Seth Rollins. But
I'm just gonna say this, no, we aren't gonna bring in guys from other exchange promotions. The Joe Hendry thing just is minor in the big scale of things. But if I could bring in an AEW guy, I'd bring in Jon Moxley.
Yeah. But anyway, we already discussed this in comments a few days ago, but it is good to mention it on the live stream there. Yeah, and you see here, I was just trying to let the Rumble fill up a little bit more. Keith was supposed to last a while, but Jeff Hardy ended up eliminating him. But I was just like, I'm not restarting the Rumble for Keith to get a few more minutes. He wasn't going to win. He wasn't the planned winner. At this point, it was just a matter of so long as Balor makes it to the end and wins, I'm good.
Yeah.
I told Ray, I actually had like a whole document, and I don't know if I've still got this. If I do, I might read it out. But like I had a whole Google Doc, or it might have been a Microsoft Word doc, whatever, where I had put beat by beat how I would have done this Rumble if I could have done it beat by beat. And I think it would have been really cool. Like Adam Blampier levels of beat by beat for the Rumble. And like I said, if I can find it, I'll read it off at some point here in a little bit. But anyway, where was I going with this? I was talking about something else universe related. Where was I? Shit. Right. That's not the Rollins beating Taker wouldn't have made sense for the story we're telling with Seth Rollins at this point, is what I meant.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have.
And seeing Murphy is what sparked that memory because of Murphy's alliance with Rollins.
Yeah. We have a story going, guys. We have a story going.
It's what we call a slow burn.
It's a reduction.
Long-term story in the Seth Rollins department. Seth Rollins, probably the most complex character in our universe, I would say.
Next to the Fiend?
The Fiend is hard to book. Like, and those are my dogs.
Like, you
really
can't
loud.
say he's uncomplex. Like, Jesus Christ.
Long-term booking people, but Seth says fans have no patience.
Long-term booking people, but Seth.
Yeah, because in multiple real-life interviews, Seth Rollins has said that the fans just don't have patience for long-term stories. Which is clearly untrue given how invested everyone was in Sasha versus Bayley. I mean, not me, but like everyone else. Or in Rowan versus Jay, for example. That's a really good example.
I don't agree with him. I can see where he's coming from because there are some moments where it's like they're building something, they could be doing something, and then they just kill it.
Yeah.
And that really makes fans upset. And
title. Yeah, at this point, we'd only just put the UK title on Cesaro about a month prior. And right here, it wasn't about winning with Walter at this point. It was about making sure Walter sent a statement with how he just got rid of Sami Zayn and Jeff Hardy like they were nothing. Walter still in NXT at the moment. He's not been drafted to Raw or SmackDown, but I think you guys know that when I get my hands on Walter on the main roster, oh boy, he's going places.
Not everyone can get pushed up once, Xander.
Which is why he's still in NXT.
I know some people are honestly like they were mad at Walter to win the NXT championship.
Wait, what?
They were mad I didn't book Walter to win that triple threat over Pete Dunne.
I think Pete Dunne makes more sense in the long run.
Yeah.
Pete Dunne's a face. We hadn't had a face hold the top title in NXT yet. If we'd put it on Walter, we'd gone from one heel stable leader to another, and just at that point. I think people are going to like where Pete Dunne's story is going anyway. I mean, we've got pretty much like a big championship picture right now. AJ Styles wants a piece of it. Damian Priest, Dolph Ziggler's around. We don't know which of those three is going to be challenging yet. I believe you'll find out in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That sounds right. Oh, this was terrifying right here. I stopped pushing buttons as Walter because I was worried, but I was still terrified Sheamus was going to knock him out. But we were good in the end there. And then
Xander,
I almost wonder if people kind of knew Balor was going to win by the fact how long he had been in, or if they just kind of saw it as it's a long run in the ring.
Yeah. Speaking of Irish people, Xander, our fans may not know this. I'm a massive fan of Conan O'Brien. And fun fact, Conan O'Brien is 100% Irish.
I don't think anyone's surprised.
No, like, people have seen 97. Like, the person who did the test said, I've seen 97, I've seen 90. I've never seen 100. Do you know
one of my favorite guys to watch on YouTube, Call Me Kevin, is also 100% Irish.
That means you're inbred.
Wow.
By definition, that means you're inbred. To be fair,
the Rumble was all me. This was all my idea, and I thought it was hilarious. And we did it because I said it was hilarious, and it was.
Byron Saxton.
Byron getting Santino'd was fucking hilarious, and everyone knows it. All we were missing was, I wasn't ready. Let me back in. I wasn't ready.
I didn't get to do my lunges. I didn't get to do my stretches. I didn't get to climb in front of the mirror for 15 minutes.
Speaking of that, that line gets brought up in a few minutes, actually, now that I think about it. It's weird seeing Braun with hair now.
So, Xander.
What's up?
I think I found my song, My Never Gonna Give You Up.
What's that?
George Harrison's I Got My Mind Set on You.
I see.
Have you heard this song?
Nope.
It's gonna get us demonetized, but so does everything else.
Just send it to me after the stream.
Some people, Jalbert the Brit, he's gonna know what I'm talking about. Beatles for life, man.
For fuck's sake, could they only get loud if I'm doing content related stuff? At this point in the match, I was just trying to make it look like Finn could be eliminated, but like I didn't want it to actually happen, obviously.
Jobber, why aren't you asleep right now?
It's only like 10 o'clock over there, maybe 9.
I thought it was later for him.
He's 5 hours. He's either 4. Are you 4 or 5 hours ahead of me right now? And my phone is ringing, so Ray, take over.
So there's Damien Sandow, and that is someone who's recently come to a level of importance in our universe mode. Please talk to me, people, because I don't know what to do otherwise.
I'm back.
22:33. Oh, okay, so it's 10:30.
So that'd be 10:33. So yeah, Damien Sandow being in the Rumble was sheerly so that on the night after WrestleMania, I could have the line of he made his return at the Royal Rumble line, and it make people think it was Mick Foley. Oh, there's it. There it is. And if you guys didn't hear that line, it was Ray saying, this is not fair to Damien Sandow. He didn't have time to do his stretches. He didn't have time to do his lunges. He didn't have time to cry in front of the mirror 15 minutes like I do before I compete. Is that just me? And I feel like we should probably tell the origin of where that came from.
There is 2 origins to where that came from.
So I'll tell the one I know first.
Okay.
In the original continuity of Universe mode, in WWE 2K17, we were doing a 40-man Royal Rumble, and both Ray and myself were characters in the Rumble. And Ray came in and was immediately eliminated by Braun Strowman. And when Ray got back to the commentary table, he said, this is not fair. This is an outrage. I didn't get to do my stretches. I didn't get to do my lunges. This is awkward. I didn't get to cry in front of the mirror for 15 minutes. And then I entered, and I lasted longer than Ray, but I got thoroughly destroyed by Braun.
So, that's one of them. But, so is that just me part of that? Is that just me? Comes from a show I did. And this is just like this is just a joke that has now just become part of like the jokes I say. So I was standing on stage, and Sam Godfrey missed his cue. Xander knows who Sam Godfrey is because Sam Godfrey is an idiot. Anyway, so we're now out here for like 40 seconds before he realizes what he's doing. So I pull Austin Carver, not related to Xander Forward, with me on stage. And I just screamed. This is a song about how no one in this town can find a partner. I don't know why. I just screamed. And then she just left me for him. Can you believe it? Is it me? Seriously, is it me? I did that at the high school show, so the whole high school heard me scream that.
I didn't hear it. I wasn't there.
Yeah, you never supported me in my acting affairs.
Well,
good friend, this guy.
it was a different time. It was a different friendship, really. Our friendship really is 2 phases, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aleister Black.
He
was the U.S. champion at the time. Undefeated at the time as well was Aleister Black.
Yeah. There was the era of our friendship where me and Alan would get injured on camera so you could put it on YouTube.
Motherfucker, I got injured on camera plenty.
Okay, but you were like the main one pushing this forward.
I'm the one who got a concussion.
No, Alan was the one who got a concussion.
Yeah, you gave him one. He gave me one that same day. Thank you.
Do you remember the injury I sustained?
A broken heart?
No.
Oh, that was the other time.
Have you ever been walking and your leg buckles?
Yeah.
One time my leg buckled whilst I was coming off that ladder.
And then don't forget the time that you sliced your hand apart the day before filming and covered it with electrical tape.
Yep, it was this hand. Yeah, so I was using a dull knife to cut a pork roast, and I just kind of.
Yeah, and that was one of our most physical matches we'd ever had the next day.
Yeah, it hurt, man.
That was Too Many Xanders 4, right?
Yeah, that was not fun at all. Honestly, though, I'd take that pain over the pain that I'm experiencing in my kidney right now.
Fair enough. I might go ahead and order my pizza soon because I feel like we'll do this. We'll watch the Vulture Dragunov match, and then we'll probably call it.
Yeah. Also, at some point, I gotta call it just because. So, like, how this pain kind of works right now, it's kind of like it's down. Sometimes the pain will radiate and just get worse for like upwards of an hour. But I do this for you, damn it.
It always makes me laugh when you can hear your phone go off in the background of our commentary.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry, my phone's on silent right now.
Okay, good. I was going to say, because, like, I make the sacrifice and mute mine when we record, damn it. Have I seen the Moxley Kingston segment? I've seen a little bit of it. I haven't seen all of it. Of course, if I remember correctly, I'm not going to look at the chat now, but I feel like I remember frequently having to tell the same people over and over in the chat because they kept asking, yeah, they could pick the NXT title if they wanted. Like, I'm not going to name names, so Ray, don't name names. It does get a little bit annoying. It does get a little annoying constantly telling the same 2 or 3 people the same 2 or 3 things in the chat. Is me saying that the equivalent of what happened last stream, which is why our Halloween Havoc stream is unlisted right now? Possibly.
I won't lay down the pipe bomb again upon that man. Oh, great. You guys again.
The knocked over can of Dr. Pepper does it for me.
Now you see why I have kidney stones. Yeah, guys, don't drink as much Dr. Pepper as I do unless you want a very, very painful night's sleep.
I'm just kind of looking at Pizza Hut trying to decide what I want to get.
It's always a Pizza Hut, man.
It's close to my house, and they deliver.
Yeah.
And it's like
okay,
$20. Like, it feeds me for like the whole weekend.
So I finally realized the perfect drink to go with Little Caesars. Pepto-Bismol. Because
I appreciate that, Jobber. I appreciate Jobber's comment.
Do feel bad. We want our ideas heard and nothing else.
Like, and we hear everyone's ideas.
We do,
like,
we do. There is a difference though between an idea and you just saying, "Oh, I'd like this," and leaving that on one or two videos. The idea you like, then there is forcing the idea upon us, and that is something that I won't tolerate. Like Xander will tell you, I used to be a very meek person. I used to be very meek. I used to kind of be like, oh, okay. But like in recent times, if I have a fucking problem with you, I'm just gonna say it, man.
Yeah, he is.
So I'm just so that's my thing. That's what I do now. It's very easy to be honest.
Yeah, like Ray said, we genuinely do appreciate it when people send in ideas. Like Jobber, when it was coming up to Elimination Chamber, and you were like, "I have a feeling Murphy like after Rollins made Murphy vacate his spot to him." When you were like, "I have a feeling Murphy wins the redemption match, and then they turn on one another in the chamber," I was like, "Okay, well that's a neat idea. I'm glad he's putting some thought into where this is going." And then that wasn't where we were going, but I thought it was neat. And then like the next week when Murphy won the redemption, you were like, "Oh, it seems like it can happen." I'm like, it's not where we're going, but I'm liking that he's thinking about it. And then there's do this. Will you do this? This is going to happen, right? When's this going to happen? It's coming, right? Any day now. Where's fucking Will of the Wisp?
Where is it? I told you this a million times.
I'm sorry. That might have been a little uncalled for with how I did that, but you gotta love how Edge speared him in the fucking back there, by the way. Did you see that?
Back spear. Ha!
Then we had Ciampa eliminate Edge because of the history with them. And Ciampa coming in at number 27. I remember Jobber, you picked number 27. Jobber and Ray both picked 27. And I just specifically remember when Ciampa came out at number 27, Jobber just putting, "Oh, hell yeah," in the chat. And it made me laugh. And like Ciampa was a very feasible winner of this Rumble.
Oh yeah, he was definitely.
All right, cool. I just placed my Pizza Hut order. Yeah, no. Ciampa and Balor. I will explain. I've probably talked about this before, but it's coming in a second. There's a moment in this Rumble that wasn't supposed to happen. that I considered restarting for or like re-recording for, but I just decided it wasn't worth it. And it started right here. And it was when Ciampa hit the DIY knee, and then the timer went down. And I think a lot of people probably did see this entrant in the Rumble coming, I think.
Yeah.
And what I was trying to mirror, and Ray, I think you'll remember, Jobber, I don't know if you were watching at the time, but you'll probably remember if you were. 2016 Royal Rumble, when Kevin Owens eliminated AJ Styles, and then Sami Zayn came out in the Rumble, and he and Owens got into a brawl. Except Sami Zayn didn't have anyone on commentary screaming that he was a fucking troll like you were about Gargano.
He's a troll!
Ray's hate of Johnny Gargano in our universe fuels my life.
It's like people think, oh, Ray must really not like Johnny Gargano. I love Johnny Gargano.
And then Gargano's shoulder just started glitching out there. And the only way to fix it would have been to exit and restart the match. And I was not doing that. I was just not having it. But yeah, so, and I'll explain it in a second here. I actually put Gargano against the ropes and swapped to him in hopes of Ciampa running at me so Gargano could eliminate Ciampa. Like, the idea was it was going to come down to Balor, Ciampa, Reigns, and Gargano. And right here, it was going to be the other way around. Ciampa was supposed to get eliminated by Gargano, but Ciampa reversed the fucking elimination attempt, and there was nothing I could do about it. Like, hindsight, I should have just connected my second controller as Ciampa right there.
Yeah.
But the idea... In fact, you know what? I think I've still got the 2020 Rumble beat by beat.
I was rewatching what was it? It was the old Balor NXT Championship win.
I got the beat by beat, so go ahead and say what you're going to say.
That match, I love the match, but the game was so stupid.
Which one?
Owens Balor won in Beast in the East.
Yeah, okay.
It's so stupid because it legitimately tries to tell the hardcore wrestling fans that how they start every single championship match in Japan is two women in robes give them ceremonial flowers. Owens then threw down the flowers, which made Balor angry because he disrespected the Japanese wrestling tradition. That also makes no sense. Because Balor started Bullet Club, and the entire point of Bullet Club was it disrespected Japanese wrestling norms.
Either way, there's like fucking 10 minutes of Roman and Balor spearing and coup de grace each other.
It sounds like the most sexual term we could say right now.
So I'm just going to skip to the end here.
Spearing, coup de grace each other. Those crazy kids, they're going to get themselves.
They're just hitting each other with finishers back and forth. It went on way longer than it's supposed to. It was supposed to be coup de grace, out you go, Roman. Fuck you, bye.
Roman, he had to look strong, player.
He had to look strong, and then I ended up, So that's why I just skipped 10 minutes of the Rumble to save all of us that extra time. Because that is like my least favorite thing about this video is how long it took me to eliminate Roman. And then this wasn't even a very cool elimination.
Yeah.
But Balor won. I'm going to stop my screen share now because I am going to speed read the beat by beat plan I had for this Rumble so people can hear it. Because I think it was really good. It is 3 pages on a Google Doc and it is bullet points. So the first LS11 Universe Royal Rumble was pretty good. Let me have a go. Number 1, Daniel Bryan. Number 2, Austin Theory. Bryan and Theory go back and forth with a few elimination attempts. Out at number 3 is Drew Gulak. Gulak gets in. He has his bit of offense, as you would, mixing it up with the two. At number 4, Samoa Joe enters the ring. Joe comes down, and Joe starts taking it to everyone. He eliminates Austin Theory. By Austin Theory, you're weird. Brian and Gulak then double team to try and eliminate Samoa Joe. Makes sense because they've been friends in the past. Joe counters, knocks them both down. In at number 5 would be Baron Corbin. Corbin goes straight for Joe, immediately turns his attention to Daniel Bryan because he's small, don't you know? Gulak almost manages to eliminate Corbin. Corbin hangs on. In at number 6, Nakamura. Nakamura rushes the ring, hits Corbin with the Kinshasa, picks him up, tries to eliminate him. Corbin kicks him in the dick. Bryan hits Joe. Bryan and Samoa Joe are battling in the corner. Gulak tries to throw out Nakamura, who hangs on. Number 7 is Kofi Kingston. He jumps in the ring. He takes the fight to everyone flying around, getting tossed over the top by Corbin, but he hangs on. We got 6 men now. Only one eliminated so far is Theory. Number 8, here comes the pain. Mentioned on commentary that Lesnar's entered a surprisingly early slot. Lesnar immediately eliminates Corbin. Kofi runs at him. F5. There you go, Kofi. Joe picks up Lesnar to eliminate him. Brock counters. Suplexes Joe over the top rope. Joe eliminated. Gulak runs at Brock. Brock topples him out. Nakamura goes for the Kinshasa. Brock, no you don't, flips Nakamura over the top. Nakamura eliminated. So then you've got Daniel Bryan and Brock Lesnar face-to-face, first time since SummerSlam, and they just wail on one another. Bryan, not eliminated yet. Number 9 would have been Chad Gable, as it was. Remember, all the numbers are the same. Gable rushes the ring. He and Bryan start double-teaming Lesnar. Gable and Bryan are holding off Brock, but he just keeps getting back up. Mustafa Ali comes out at number 10. Brock is forced to face the 3 men who took him to the limit in the past all at once. Bryan hits Lesnar with the knee. Gable hits him with the Chaos Theory suplex. Ali hits 054. Gable picks up Brock. Brock immediately, out you go, Gable. Catches him. Ali goes for a super kick. Lesnar catches his foot, throws him over the top. It's down to Bryan and Lesnar one more time. Bryan goes in the corner, starts doing the yes, yes, yes. As he runs, Brock tosses him in the air, F5s him. Daniel Bryan eliminated. Very, very similar to the 2020 Rumble in that spot with Mysterio, Big E, and Kofi. Number 11, Lashley. Lashley and Lesnar face off as the two go back and forth. Lesnar goes for an F5. Lashley counters, hits a spear. Lashley sets it for a second spear. Brock hits the F5. Brock eliminates Bobby. Brock tries to eliminate Bobby, but the timer ticks to 0. Keith Lee makes his debut, charges the ring at number 12, squares off with Lesnar. They trade blows. Brock hits Keith with an F5. Keith firmly plants himself to stop the F5, hits Lesnar with the Big Bang Catastrophe instead. Lashley then spears Keith Lee. Brock goes for a German. Lashley counters. Sami Zayn in at number 13. Sami charges into the ring, goes for Lesnar with a flurry of offense. Lashley goes to toss out Keith, who counters, and Lashley's eliminated. Sami hits Lesnar with a drop kick. Brock lies in the corner. Zayn and Lee face off in a battle of speed. Lesnar breaks up their exchange, lays them both out. Finn Balor out at number 14. In his Universe debut, Balor stares across the ring from Lesnar. Prince versus Beast. Lesnar rushes Balor, who ducks, hits him with the Pele kick. Lesnar staggers in the corner, Haluva kick. Lesnar staggers out of the corner. Keith picks him up, spirit bombs him over the top. Brock Lesnar eliminated. Jeff Hardy out at number 15. Fun high spots. Murphy out at 16. More back and forth. 17. Walter chopping the fuck out of everyone. 18. Sheamus. Sheamus immediately hits a brogue kick on Jeff, but gets hit with a chop from Walter. Walter picks up Sami Zayn. Out you go. 19. Byron Saxton, and he's out before I can even say anything. Sheamus then tries to grab Keith Lee, who turns around and throws Sheamus out. Braun Strowman enters at number 20. Braun charges in, clobbers everyone, eliminates Jeff Hardy. Walter and Strowman have a face-off. Strowman tries to pick him up, takes a power. Walter tries to pick up Braun for a powerbomb. Braun counters, power slams Walter. Walter's eliminated. Balor hits Braun with a shotgun dropkick, gets choke slammed, and then rolls into the corner to avoid elimination. Keith and Braun have a beefy stare down. Sandow at number 21 returns to WWE, gets between Strowman and Keith Lee, who just take turns pummeling him. Power slam, spirit bomb, choke slam, Big Bang Catastrophe. Sandow rolls under the bottom rope, not eliminated. Keith and Braun go back to slapping beef. 22, Lars Sullivan making his debut in Universe, blah, blah, blah. Slams Braun. Sandow enters the ring. He and Sullivan work together, which is going to hint at their future alliance, and they eliminate Braun. Balor and Lee step up. They take on Sandow and Sullivan. Sandow and Sullivan get the upper hand due to being the fresher men in the match. Sandow orders Sullivan to eliminate Balor. When Sullivan picks up Balor, Finn fights free, shoves Lars into Keith, who hurls him over the top. Sullivan eliminated. 23, Aleister Black. The United States champion enters the match and hits Sandow with a black mass. Damian Sandow is eliminated. We've now just got Keith Lee, Finn Balor, and Aleister Black. And Keith Lee and Finn Balor go back and forth. When Black hits Balor with a black mass, Buddy Murphy runs back into the ring. He's not been eliminated. He rolled into the bottom rope earlier. He throws Aleister Black over the top, which would have set up their WrestleMania match. He doesn't eliminate him. Excuse me. When Black hits Balor with a black mass, Murphy runs up from behind, attempts to eliminate his old rival. Black ducks Murphy's attempted sneak attack. Black mass, Murphy is then eliminated. So my bad. I had that a little bit wrong. AJ Styles out next. Styles springs in, hits Balor with a phenomenal forearm. Gets grabbed by Keith Lee out of the air. Spirit bomb. Styles fights out of it, though. Lee staggers back, takes a black mass, and then Styles clotheslines Keith out of the ring. Keith Lee is eliminated after being in for like 30 minutes almost. Seth Rollins at number 25. He sends the Authors of Pain into the ring, who immediately wreck the place, allowing Rollins to stomp Aleister Black and eliminate him. Aleister Black eliminated. Styles and Balor fight together, manage to fight off AOP. Rollins winning the fight, finally hitting Balor with a super kick. Balor falls through the ropes. Rollins and Styles just go at it. 26, Edge joins, spears Rollins, picks him up to eliminate him. Rollins hangs on. They go back and forth. 27, Ciampa. Ciampa brings Goldie in the ring, hits Edge over the back of the head with her. Rollins hits Edge with a curb stomp. Rollins and Ciampa throw out Edge together because they're dicks. Rollins and Ciampa begin to work together against Styles when Rollins has Ciampa hit Styles with the draping DDT. Rollins sets up for a stomp when out of nowhere comes Finn Balor with the sling blade. Rollins tries to eliminate Finn Balor, who hangs on. Number 28, Kevin Owens. Owens immediately hits Rollins with a stunner. Styles and Owens have a back and forth battle. Owens catches a phenomenal forearm into a pop-up powerbomb and eliminates AJ Styles. Ciampa then low blows Kevin Owens and immediately eliminates him. Ciampa stands in the ring on his own while Rollins and Balor are down and out. Johnny Gargano comes out. Ciampa screams no as Gargano rushes the ring, and they just brawl. Ciampa goes for the DIY knee. Gargano ducks it and immediately throws Ciampa out of the ring. So then you've got your final four, because number 30 is Roman Reigns. You get the moment where all four men go into a corner. Roman in one, Seth in another, Balor, Gargano, the final four in the 2020 Royal Rumble for LS11 Universe. Balor runs for the shotgun drop kick. Bam! Roman Reigns. Rollins, curb stomp to Roman Reigns. Gargano, super kick to Seth Rollins. Gargano tries to eliminate Seth Rollins. Rollins knocks Gargano back. Gargano gets pushed back by Rollins. Bam! Spear from Roman Reigns. Rollins and Reigns pick up Gargano, throw him out of the ring. Gargano's eliminated. Rollins and Reigns, being the heels, work together against Finn Balor. Rollins stops Finn Balor, picks him up. Reigns goes to spear Finn Balor. Balor jumps out of the way. Bam! Spear to Seth Rollins from Roman Reigns. Reigns is like, huh? Balor dumps him over the top rope. We're down to two. Seth Rollins, Finn Balor. Rollins hits Balor with super kick, knocks him into the ropes. Rollins runs to clothesline. Balor ducks. Rollins hangs on, hits the springboard knee. Balor rolls back to his feet, ducks another super kick. Rollins hits a sling blade. Rollins then goes for a stomp. Balor counters. Balor kicks Rollins in the corner with the shotgun drop kick. Off the top, coup de grace, picks him up, throws him over the top. That's how Finn Balor was originally supposed to win the Royal Rumble. I need a drink of water.
I fucking hate this camera sometime, man.
Did it fall over or something?
My computer did, and I had it in a good position, but knocked the webcam out of fucking place because it always does. All right, we're good. Sorry.
So,
guys, had to go get more painkillers.
Hopefully how I would have originally booked the Rumble was at least interesting.
So, pull up the NXT UK episode of October 29th, 2020, and go to 33:14.
Okay, I'm getting there. How long does it say is left on the show at that point?
We're at 36 more minutes, which would be about an hour and 40 minutes, but I think it's a pretty good live stream.
I'm talking about the match itself.
Well, okay, so 33:14 is the start of the hype package. So,
okay,
I think it's about 30 minutes, maybe 25, probably. I don't know, somewhere in that ballpark.
Thank you, Jobber. Thank you. I had to catch my breath during it. Sorry. Jobber just says, "Enjoy, boys."
I'll do my best.
Oh, and we got a comment from our buddy Zach on SmackDown that just says, "The UE is about to take over SmackDown." Who knows?
Possibly.
Give that one a big old heart. I'm working on getting the network pulled up on my Roku.
Please tell me that entered the shot.
What?
You see? Yep. Watch again.
Why? Hold up, my network's being an asshole, and my PlayStation 4 is not hooked up right now. I am going to be streaming on Twitch tomorrow, though.
Huh?
I am going to be streaming on Twitch tomorrow, though.
Yo, see Xander streaming live on Twitch for all of our entertainment.
I'm going to be finishing up. I'm going to try and finish up Spider-Man PS4 tomorrow. Okay, the November 5th episode or the
October 29th episode.
Okay, the one with Balter and Dragonov on it.
Mm-hmm.
God, having the ability to just enter the password from my phone is so much easier than having to type it out. Oh, and it's actually going to pull me up right to it because you and I just used the same network login.
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool. I've got it pulled up.
All right, let's do this.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, dang it. I forgot. Pause it real quick.
Okay, hold up.
I forgot it wasn't on my PlayStation.
I am at 33-23. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, let's keep going.
All right, ready?
3,
2,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Go.
Go. No Andor, part of the Hurt Business in LS11 universe. Man, I am so excited that Rampage is coming to NXT UK.
Okay, so I thought this was a different start point. We're a few minutes off, though, so don't worry.
That's fine. Hello, Bailey. I'm in trouble with the Wrestle Talk fans.
What did you do to Bailey?
I sent in a hot take for their Wrestling Daily show where I said I wasn't a fan of her title reign.
The NXT one?
No, her recent one on SmackDown.
Oh.
And people did not like that. Look at that. 147 on the sub count. 3 away from 150 and 103 away from our next big sub goal. I've actually never really heard Walter speak. He is intimidating as hell when he talks.
I knew he had to have an intimidating voice because he's from Austria. So now we know Walter basically sounds like a little bit like Arnie. So you could be good doing Walter. Yeah.
Lovely. My stepmother, who makes the chore chart in our house, forgot it's not my night to feed the dogs and asked me to come get the dog food out of her car and feed them. So you don't have to pause for me. I just sent her a text saying it's Sid's night to feed them. But yeah, give me a second. I'll come get it. I need to see Walter's entrance first. I don't know much about Ilya Dragunov. I just know people really like him.
This is my first Ilya Dragunov match, so if I really like this match, it might be in NXT sooner rather than later.
I just need to see Walter's entrance because I love Walter. This is not the entrance music I was expecting for him, to be honest.
So he's like a British Nakamura.
Maybe. Maestro of the Battlefield. I like that nickname, though.
Ooh, how British. So tell me, Java JJ, is it true that when British babies are born, they pop out, click their heels, and go, "Mother, father, lovely to meet you. If you need me, I shall be in the attic."
All right, here we go. That's not normal. They changed Imperium's theme? What the hell?
I like this.
Dun 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 dun. All right, I'll be right back. You go ahead and keep watching. I'll catch up. I just noticed the colored contacts on Dragunov.
Sorry, a Russian Nakamura. So it's basically it's NXT Europe now. It's not NXT UK. It's NXT Europe. giving my cousin a text.
Hello, mate.
So I was saying NXT UK is basically just NXT Europe now.
What?
Dragunov is from Russia.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. So it's basically not NXT UK anymore. It's just NXT generally what people consider Europe.
Yep. I mean, Walter's Austrian.
Yeah.
So, you know. Remember when you wanted to put the UK title on Adam Cole when he fought Walter?
Yeah. All right. I'll be back.
Just like that, my fucking order's out for delivery. Hope we hurry back. Shit, that was a stiff knee. Oh. Buddy, you were chopping Walter. I don't think that ends well for anyone. Oh! What a chop. Oh! Oh, holy shit.
Talk about the size and strength advantage. Walter, 6'4", 297 pounds, 205 centimeter reach. Dragunov, 5'10", 198 pounds, 180 centimeters. That's a 25 centimeter reach disadvantage. Dragunov has it all to fight against here tonight.
Oh, what a German. Yeah, I agree. This is insanely awesome.
Exactly what he's doing here. There is no mistake about it. Such a bullseye early on in this match. And Walter is going straight for the winner. This wasn't an opportunity that presented itself. This was an opportunity.
Turn up the volume a little bit so I can hear it.
And he's capitalizing on it. And already the pain because it's on the face of Dragunov. It is matches like this that make me glad I'm retired.
Meh. Just standing on his damn neck. Ooh.
Dragunov has to change his body position. Look at the position of Dragunov. Between him and
Yeah, some of these hits to the head alone, I'm just like, ugh. Hopefully Ray gets back to see this, because like I'm already just the selling job from Dragunov alone. This is brutal, man. There you go, put on a darker tab so I'm not blindingly bright here.
Exactly what I was going to say. But we're seeing here, Andy, this is what happens if you test your champion. Champion breaking the count. No!
Good God. Walter just standing on his head at several points, or his neck at several points. Just like, ugh.
Sorry, guys. I just had to chug a horrible, horrible drink for kidney health. I didn't think you'd want to see me almost gag.
Dude, you're missing a fucking fight.
Well, I'm sorry, guys.
Walter chops are just something.
They certainly are.
You know, Jim Cornette loved this match.
I bet you he did. He's Jim Cornette.
Holy shit. I assume you just saw Walter boot him in the head.
Yeah. Isn't that great suplex?
Oh! Macaulay Culkin's fucking him up. I'm sorry I had to. The Russian just Germaned the Austrian.
It's like watching Ivan Drago do battle with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's fucking amazing to think of that, actually.
If he dies, he dies. But I will not die. You will die. In the masterpiece that is the film Pumping Iron, Arnold Schwarzenegger decides to go.
Holy hell!
He does a bodybuilding show at a women's prison in California. I was watching a riff racks on it, and this dude just cuts in as a joke, but he was like, "In the future, when I am governor of California, I will execute all of you." Because Arnold Schwarzenegger was a big fan of the death penalty.
Dude, look at this fucking beatdown that's going on right now. He's impressing me so far.
Yeah, I like it.
This is when I'm gonna end the stream when this match is over, and Ray's gonna be like, "All right, so here's what we're doing with Dragunov."
I'm thinking of some things.
I have an idea for him, but I'm gonna have to wait and tell you after the stream. My pizza should be here any minute. I feel like one of my parents will be like, "Your pizza's here" when it comes in. It's been out for delivery for about 10 minutes, but like, I feel like I'll get a notification when it's been delivered because it's contactless. Especially because it says the estimated delivery time is 41 to 51 minutes. And last time it said that, I was like, oh, there's no way, because it's just like 10, it's like a 3-minute drive. And then it took them nearly an hour to get here because they were apparently, like, I guess, taking everyone else's orders first.
Weird.
Shit. I mean, remember, I was telling you earlier, or Ray and I, we talked about this not long ago. There were at one point plans for when I was going to have Imperium on the main roster, but I've actually pushed those plans back because I knew if I brought them up now or at that point in time, they were going to get lost in the shuffle, and I couldn't do that. That would not be cool.
Especially with UE coming in.
Yeah. My pizza's here. I'll be right back.
All right.
I got a text from my dad saying, "Did you order food?" Yep. Oh, I caught that one though. I was like, oh.
This is unlike anything I've ever seen. An absolutely incredible display of brutality.
No, I never just rebooked WWE stuff, John. But that's not me. I want to find a very different flavor. So yeah, no, that's just not my style, man. I just don't do it. I think that guys who copy other ideas, they always, you want to take some feud. So I guarantee you, Volter versus Elo Jordanov will be a feud. Win or if I bring him in, but
I'm back again. For good this time.
So do you want to know where who trained Elo Dragunov?
Who?
Alexander Wolf.
How about that? Also, did you see where Jobber said Dragunov versus Cesaro question mark?
That just came in.
Wasn't sure. I mean, I believe that's who Dragunov debuted against in NXT UK in real life.
I was telling, he said, just put, I was like, I don't know how I'm about Dragunov. And then Jobber said, oh, just put this match and you'll be fine. And I was explaining how that's not really my style.
Mm-hmm.
I always like to do something with a little bit of a twist to it for fun.
Gus, would you quit? She slipped into the room while I was getting food. When I heard this match was announced and I'd heard all the building, I thought Dragunov was going to win.
I think they're probably building for a rematch at TakeOver.
Maybe. I mean, keep in mind before Korovid, I mispronounced it on purpose, by the way. Before that came around, it was supposed to be Balor versus Walter for the UK title at the next NXT UK TakeOver.
Yeah, but I think they need, after Cross got injured, they needed Finn to sub in, carry the torch. But then he's good to do that, I think. I think Finn's going to have a really nice career renaissance with this.
The bits of I've seen a lot of this match, like with the exception of like the 5 minutes the whole time I've been gone. Like, holy heck, this match has been brutal to watch. Got quit. Holy heck.
Ooh. I would love for them to like cut to a Russian trainer in the corner yelling, "Finish him! Finish him now!"
Ray, we're not giving Ilya Dragunov a Russian trainer in universe.
I know we're not. It was supposed to be a comedy bit, Xander.
Making sure. I think my cat just got herself stuck, so I'll still be in the room watching the match. Just give me a second.
Where did the cat get herself stuck?
I'll let you know when I know. But that was her meow of hell a second. She got herself out.
Wait, here we go.
She's good. She got herself free.
Speaking of
She just wanted out of the bedroom.
a funny story about my cat.
What?
So my cousin gets really into plants.
Mm-hmm.
So she waters them and everything. And we walk in on this plant potter that we didn't have any plants in, but we had some dirt in, and the cat had knocked it over onto the carpet. We figured no big deal, and so we start cleaning it up, and we're just smelling somewhere. So we put it back. We put it back up. We catch Saul later on that day peeing on it. Evidently, he prefers dirt to cat litter. And so we don't know if he's just peeing in that one or he's peeing in all of the pots because we have several of them around the house.
Oh, dear God. Oh, shit. Dragonov's bleeding.
Get in the ring right now. He's going, oh, that's the hardest part of the ring, don't you know?
Oh, there's the power bomb. I think that power bomb is how he beat Pete Dunne in real life. Oh, it was a splash from the top, apparently.
Dragunov just going, this is so scary.
Commentary's doing a great job in this match.
Yep.
Nigel McGuinness and the other dude are really putting the importance over this one. What?
I just love that. So, it's like how he's slapping him on the floor.
Oh! What a finish. What a fucking finish.
Yeah, they're going to run this back.
Mm-hmm.
Probably at TakeOver.
Walter's laying there like, oh, fuck that.
Dragunov can make really good visuals, though.
Yeah, like, wow. When I first looked at him, he looked like a heel. In that match, his selling alone gave him full babyface vibes. I loved that swing around in the ropes.
Yeah.
And just what a way they ended that as well.
Oh, yeah, it's like, since, like, he's like, I'm just going to let it bleed. I'm just going to let the blood kind of pool under my face for the visual.
Like, Walter, like, lifting him up off the ground and then into the real naked choke as well. That was great.
Yeah.
That was fucking brutal, and I loved it. Walter's music has gotten so peaceful now.
Please, like, I just wish, like, Alexander Wolf would run down here, like, put Dragunov under his body, like, and start, like, looking at Walter all teary-eyed as he holds the dying corpse that is Dragunov. And they, like, a sky shot. Walter!
Well, you know Walter and Wolf are stepbrothers.
Yeah, but no, I know that. The joke was like they both have like a weird personal connection with Alexander Wolf.
Yeah.
Then again, everyone in the UK has a connection to Alexander Wolf now.
Okay, but like we love Alexander Wolf, so
I love Alexander Wolf. I'm just saying, man.
he was a former North American champion in our universe.
No, it feels like everyone just knows.
He's a good guy.
Good guy. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us on the live stream. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Hopefully by the next one, I'll be over my stuff and I won't be in pain for most of it.
Yep, and remember, everyone, love yourself.
Xander.
Yes.
Play us out with a Steiner promo.
You know, they say all men are created equal. But you look at me, and you look at Samoa Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally, if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you've got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I am a genetic freak, and I am not normal. So you've got a 25% chance at best at beating me. And then, you add Kurt Angle to the mix, your chances of winning drastically go down. See, the three-way out sacrifice, you got a 33 1/3% chance of beating me. But I got a 66 2/3 chance of winning, cause Kurt Angle knows he cannot beat me, and he's not even gonna try. So Samoa Joe, you take your 33 1/3% chance of minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 1/3 chance of winning at sacrifice. But then, you take my 75% chance of winning if we was to go one-on-one, and then add 66 2/3%. I got 141 2/3 chance of winning at sacrifice. See, Joel, the numbers do not lie, and they spell disaster for you at sacrifice.
I miss my beard.